through a very dangerous part and pushing right next to San Martin, but nobody else is really around San Martin right now. But Incognito making a little bit of a push right up next to Envy, so Envy going to be aware of this. Looks like they're still kind of resting on their laurels, not looking that direction. Yeah, I don't think that they've spotted this out. Finally, PatCap sees it, but it's going to be a little bit too late as Insight takes the shots over towards him. Now it's going to be a peak battle back and forth around that Bronco. Grenades are going to come out. So surprised right now after what we saw inside that last round, but PatCap hits a big nade over onto it, but Ronan gets it down onto PatCap. There comes the rolling grenades, and you can see Envy starting to get forced out away from this.
Envy is really spread out here, so Incognito has a lot of room to maneuver here on Venerated and Moody, but Insight's taking some damage from a third party here. I can't quite tell who that is. It might be AFF again?
They're way over on that hillside off towards the west. There's nowhere really for anybody from Incognito now retreat back to, but finally they get another down onto this. Taro's looking back over on the angle, trying to see if he can get anybody. YK Kamukau gets a lot of damage as well as Josie, so just trying to retreat out of this. Envy's Venerated still caught in the forefront of this fight. Just 2 members of Envy alive right now, taking a couple of shots, just trying to leapfrog each other. That's a second member of Cloud9 now down, so just 2 members up. As you can see, 17 is just starting to make a little bit of a rotation around this. K-Mine was playing this high ground, but doesn't have an easy angle for it. You can see how hard it is to move down through this train. Look at this. Show just has a nice angle back over to it. Now 1 member back up. I think that they did get 1 res, so back to 2 members for Cloud9, but we've got Hanboya taking some shots into 17's backside that could stall them for just a moment, and that gave Cloud9 a chance to take some shots back. As you can see, Shox does go down and flushed.
Surprise, surprise, AG coming in, third partying this fight with just 2 members. Very confident in their shots. They've already stolen a kill or 2 here, just 1 kill. Hanboya has 1 kill. YY does confirm the kill on a K-Mine, but Duckmans gets the rip onto YY. Surely that will flush him out.
Now I think it's just Show running for the vehicles, trying to find some safety, but Duckmans has a beat over to him. Show just narrowly makes it back behind that hill. No, and it's gonna be shoot to kill, just popping him off the other angle. Just kind of huddling down inside the shack. This grenade could be really big, does bounce a little bit right, but does manage to take them down. Shoot to kill, gets the down and the flush onto another one. Purdy Curdy is just huddled right up next to these rocks, now repositioning, going to use the crate for a piece of cover and take the loot away from NIP. Tempo Storm just trying to push their way outside of this vehicle explosion, doing a little bit of damage. The Blues coming up right back behind them, but they have a little bit that they can play off of. Babo is walking right up into their home. You can see there's no cover to work around. Tempo Storm is just huddling around corners, just trying to survive through this. Sharky's the last one up, but there are 2 different teams just firing into this angle. There's nowhere to go. While that's happening, NIP gets eliminated by shoot to kill.
Yeah, Team Liquid here coming in and doing some damage in this fight. Sharky does manage to pick up a kill onto Mental. Team Liquid now putting the pressure onto OP Gaming Rangers. I believe they only have 1 member left. Genty confirms the kill onto DG98. You can hear the Chinese fans like that. Temeria, possibly the last member standing here for the OP Gaming Rangers. They made a nice push, but with Team Liquid up here on this hill, they completely blocked them from doing anything effective.
Team Liquid has the high ground control right now, but there are so many other teams looking on that angle. They know that Sharky is still alive down there, and they want to try to get him as he has to reposition. He still has to make his way about another 10 meters forward. He's trying to use the smokes, actually opting to run into the blue, just trying to see if he can feed it over, and he does manage to at least accomplish that goal, but that's Tempo Storm eliminated in 9th place. New circle has popped, and it's leaving near on no buildings. This is all just Miramar au natural. It's just hills, and that's about the only thing you can play around.
And Winstrike making that aggressive. Okay, Temeria gets the knock onto Ibiza here. Let's finish this fight. Temeria trying to find and block Samty, but no, Samty does confirm the kill. OP Gaming Rangers go out in 8th place.
It's a lot of damage to come through, probably damage down their armor. We're gonna have to make them burn through some meds and slow them down just a touch. Aerowolf 1 has managed to sneak their way down into the southern part of the circle. VSG was trying to go for a rotation, realizing there was not a lot of cover pieces to play, but look at this. We said that shoot to kill needed to have a big game. They are sitting at 7 kills, and they are just walking through team after team. That's gonna push them up to 9.
That's 2 knocks on them, though. We'll see if anybody opts to try to third party this. It doesn't look like it. Oh, wait, no, Team Liquid has the height advantage. They're putting some shots down into SDK. This could be disaster.
They're trying to at least get one of these reses off, so it goes back over next to the smokes. Keep in mind, Team Liquid needs a good game as well. They're fighting for European pride at that time. We've got Aerowolves 1 right down below them. They've got the high ground now, but how are they going to leave this so dangerous position?
It is going to be really, really difficult here. Tiksu and the other members of Winstrike have been doing a lot of damage to VSG in the background. They've gotten 2 knocks onto them. I believe it is just Juanita left standing here for VSG Ibiza trying to find Interrogate. Oh, Interrogate does the splits there as he goes down.
Gotta make him work for it, Taro. I respect it. So we got RDK right down below Team Liquid. Got a couple of shots coming out from EB. You can tell he's starting to feel it. He's sitting on 3 kills right now. A lot of members of AW1 still down below him. So with the 4 of them positioned off that, you can see that this rock that they're on top of, they can kind of make their way just a little bit back over towards the west, but the circle shifts hard away from that fight. So now we have Juanita, the last surviving member. We got Winstrike that's capable of keeping out a ton of teams and shoot to kill on 2 members just narrowly inside the circle.
Yeah, Winstrike made an aggressive rotation to the center of the circle about 2 circles ago, and it is really paying off for them. They completely control that eastern side of the circle, able to gatekeep a lot of that area. Team Liquid here trying to find a way to flush Aerowolves out away from them, still fighting Stk as well at long range.
So Team Liquid has to figure out a way up out of this position. They've got shoot to kill in their sights, but they're going to have to make their way right down in between multiple squads. You can see, hey, there's just no cover. There's nowhere for them to go. AW1 is just tearing them apart as they walk down that hill. Now it's just EB back up towards the top of this, no clear angle, no path to make it out, and he just gets dropped by Vengeance from shoot to kill.
Yeah, now the Aerowolves have to cross into the circle themselves. You can already see Stk putting some shots into them. Now Aerowolves do have all 4 members left. There's only 2 for Stk. Aerowolves, if they can put some covering fire down, get some smokes down and try to run in here, see if they can make it through. Aerowolves, that just missed.
We've got Winstrike and shoot to kill just making a wall, and it's just bullets raining down into all the smoke. There is nowhere for these teams to go. Sure, you can see all that smoke cover, but when you have 6 people just firing into it, some of these random bullets are going to finally connect. But look, it's Juanito off to the side that comes alive at a very pivotal moment, starts doing some damage to Winstrike that does slow them down, and he gets a flush onto it. With this, you can see now shoot to kill realizes there might be a vulnerable Winstrike off on one angle, but the unrelenting pressure has finally stopped. That's allowing Aerowolf 1 to slowly creep their way inside the safe zone, but Winstrike's not going to allow it. They step up, get the down onto 1, but that's going to be a retaliation down as well.
Stk fighting for their lives here. They have 2 members up. Grenades coming through. Alo has to back off. Winstrike trying to surround this. What a grenade from Uncivil, getting 2 members of the Aerowolves.
You can see Katao is just running around that rock. There is no safety. 2 different angles, no place to hide. Shoot to kill now sitting on 12 kills. Here come the grenades coming out from Winstrike. That's going to be a nice down onto it. So we are at 2 teams up. It's North America shoot to kill on one side of it with 2 members. On the other side, it's Winstrike from EU. They've got 3 members as they just got that res back over. Both of them seem firmly aware of where each team is at. Winstrike still just trying to get the shots onto it, but some nice shots from Alo are going to force him to retreat and try to heal up.
Winstrike here with a 1-man advantage. Neither team in the circle right now. You can see Stk rotating around the western edge, trying to find a way in. Jorski has gotten into the circle himself now. Winstrike trying to cover that eastern edge, and Stk moving up the west.
North America's last chances really are hoping and leaning into shoot to kill to get that regional spot. They're known for being great on Miramar, but they do not have the numbers. They're trying to connect with some type of shots. Tixu still not inside the safe zone. Grenades are starting to roll right next to Alo, but it's going to be a rock that protects him from most of this. Winstrike, these guys are wanting to have a great series. They're going to want to try to show off the strength of EU. They want to climb up that leaderboard. There's still 3 rounds left. Both of these teams can feel that they have a chance still. They can make the impact on this international stage, but it's just so hard to creep forward as there's just no cover to be had anywhere.
Right, neither team has much to work with in terms of cover. Alo has those rocks, and that is about it. Otherwise, you got to rely on the hills here. Tixu pushing up along the northern flank. Jorksi trying to get the land, the spray there. Nothing much doing. Teme coming up the hill onto Alo.
Split on both sides. Uncivil takes the shots back over towards Jorski, turns this back into a 2v2. Make that a 1v2, as now it is just 1 member of Winstrike still up and active. Grenades are going to start getting prepped. Gonna bounce over the side of it. They know where he is. He's trying to make a flank around onto it. This could be the improbable push. He's trying to creep around the side of it. Does get the shots over towards Alo, but gives away his position. Now you can see we have shoot to kill, knowing his spot. They're trying to go for a 2-point flank on this, trying to push the position, take down Jorski, deny the vision. Are they gonna connect with the shots? Gonna go a little bit wide onto it. It's gonna be Winstrike trying to hide next to the tree, but it's gonna be shoot to kill that walks away with a massive 16 kills.
We said it at the beginning of this match that shoot to kill needed to have a huge round here on Miramar, and they do it. 16 kills, a winner. My goodness.
Oh my lord, that was so... I love it whenever we just end up in positions like that where there's nowhere to hide and you just have to play around the terrain. I'm looking over here to the right and I see Toffee's just dancing around. He's a little bit happy about this situation, but Winstrike, huge performance coming out of them. Team Liquid also needed a big game. They sneak into that 5th place spot and do walk away with 6 kills as well.